Code Black project. What is it? This was a community designed yo-yos over on our Patreon page, so about 100 different people had input into this design, which way it went. Started out with some generic polls to get sizing that we kind of wanted to go with, and then I designed 4 different options and went from there. From those 4 different options, we landed on this bimetal idea, and the idea that we could have the full outer rim and then a yo-yo with it on an inner rim towards the catch zone while keeping the specs basically the same. Both versions are 54.3 by 45.05. The fully outer rim bimetal is 0.2 grams heavier, 162, 162.2. Just slight variation in the designs. Just kind of very hard to make 2 different designs to come out perfectly the weight you want, especially when you're fitting a ring in. So the idea here was same size yo-yo, same weight yo-yo, and we want to see how ring placement plays in the play of the yo-yo. That's basically where we got to today. One of the cool features on this is that everybody that participated in the prototyping here, they got to have their own specific thrower name, username, whatever they wanted in the code on the engraving on the 2 different models. So you'll see that we've got the inner version, the outer version, and everybody has their own different name. Mine, G2 Jake. Let's talk a little bit about the yo-yo overall now. It's kind of a high wall, industrial, organic, my goodness. Yo-yo shapes are just so hard to describe, I think. So you'll see it's kind of rounded, but it's in sections of lines, basically, with the concave portion, not concave, the convex portion coming out from the bearing where it's kind of got that high wall, but it's not exactly flat, it's slightly grooved, or slightly curved. And then you've got 3 different panels that are straight lines. One on the inner has the stainless steel ring input there, and then on the fully outer ring you'll just see it's just a little step. You also get that step on the SS version. It's just a little bit harder to see as the color shifts, but overall same sizing. And the biggest difference is just that location of the inner rims versus the fully outer. And for the most part, both of them are pretty wide out on the rim. The inner one by design has to be a little bit smaller, so it'll be a little more mid-weight dense, but for the purposes of this project we really just wanted to see placement of the rims further from the axle and closer in, and how that makes a difference on the way a yo-yo plays. Now I personally do like more mid-weight. I feel like that is partially the secret sauce for making a good yo-yo. It's not just fully rim-weighted designs. The biggest key for these two to be able to fully feel the difference, like if I played these not directly back to back, I don't know how much I'd be able to tell you the difference. But when you play them directly back to back, you feel that the inner version is just much more agile. The outer rim version keeps that momentum flying through tricks just a hair harder to maneuver, get it to change its angle. And the inner version is more stable. It doesn't twist as easily. Not saying that the outer one twists easily, I'm just trying to note the differences that I can feel. And honestly, those are the 2 main differences I can tell. The inner version's a little more stable, a little more agile, which doesn't usually go hand in hand. And then this outer rim version just has a little more momentum to it and feels just a tad heavier on the string even. It takes a little more to get going, and then I don't think I have a preference outside of I'm liking when the outer rim here has aluminum, so when it does catch the side of my hand, the stainless steel seems to kill the spin more than if you do a bump on the blasted aluminum. So I like the inner rim for that. I like the look of the inner rim. Playability wise, I think it just depends on those that would want just a hair more momentum and power. You're going to get that with the fully outer. Now what's next for the Code Black? The users are going to get to try these out. I'm excited for them to try them out side by side, back and forth, compare and contrast, and really just get to see what type of differences something small like this can make in a yo-yo, and how you might not be able to notice it if you play one today and one tomorrow, but when you play them back to back, there are clear differences you can feel in a design tweak like this. The next step is I'm really just going to have a poll for those that are trying both, and we'll see if their preference becomes the outer rim or the inner rim, and any slight changes that we might want to make to the design, just continuing the community design process of the Code Black. That's where we're at. Thanks for watching.